Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Albon, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Magnussen, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Joe, and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box.
Right, speed is key here today. We're going to want a low downforce setup. It does mean that DRS won't be as effective, but hopefully we'll be so quick we won't even feel it. Radio check. Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. No rain expected for the time being. Decent parking. Let's try and get a good launch as the lights go out. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. DRS now available. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form, let's make the most of it. Nice move, good job. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. And that's us in 10th position. Gasly's ahead of you. They're on fresh mediums. Stroll behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 6.5 seconds. Okay, you're in the top 10. Gap to your teammate ahead, 3.8 seconds. Okay, clear. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.8 seconds. Yellow flag. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. P9, you're running P9, keep going. They're on fresh mediums. Gasly's behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. The distance to the leader, 6.3 seconds. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. We're approaching the pit window now and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.1 seconds. box, we're coming in this lap. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. George is in the pits. He's in the pits now. Tyre condition still looking good. The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound. Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get past. great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. Okay, focus. We need to stay on form. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. Good job, nice overtake.
Awesome job, guys. My apologies for that mistake earlier on, but we live, we will learn. On to the next one.
And it's Monaco go for Charles Leclerc as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
To come here and take victory as a team today on home soil was so important. You can see how much it means to them. The drivers there doing their part. The team's strategy was perfect as well. And the fans really embraced that. What a great atmosphere we had here today.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.